Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with another video. Now, I hope you all been enjoying your week. Hope you all enjoying your Friday so far. And I want to thank everybody for their prayers and everything. Earlier this week, I had my other wisdom tooth extracted, and it was a success. So I want to thank everybody for their prayers and everything, because I hate to be put to sleep. Yes, they had to put me to sleep because I'm a big crybaby, and I don't like to feel no pain, especially no needles. But anyway, maybe that's why I don't have no tattoos. But I want to thank you all the people, of the Trey King Show family, everybody. But anyway, we have a story coming out of it. I'm sorry that it had to be you all. Yes, North Carolina again, NC. NC, North Carolina ain't been in the news this much since Jordan was playing for the Tar Heels. But anyway, this story right here comes out of Henderson, North Carolina. I think this is the first for Henderson, North Carolina, out of Vance County Middle School. Well, we are talking about the recently viral video of the Vance County Middle School resource officer, whose goes by the name of Warren Durham. Yes, we went and did our research. 52 years old, looking every bit 74 in the face. Decides one day, and this wasn't his first incident, but I will get into that in a second. This wasn't his first incident with beating the hell out of these children. And I'm going to try to keep this video as professional as possible, but due to the fact that I love the kids, not like that, but I love the kids as a big brother type figure or a father figure, I do not like to see the kids get mistreated. And when they do, I would make time to speak on their behalf, since some of them can't. Now, I understand children going to be children, and you should understand that as an adult also. We was once kids before, I'm sure a lot of us wasn't angels, a lot of us wasn't born with a halo over our head, and a lot of us is going to die without it too. But at the same time, we have done things in school. We have acted up. I know I have. And see, back when I was going to school, they had what they call paddling. You see what I'm saying? But they took paddling out, and now they replaced it with officers with guns and tasers and pure brute force. And that's what Warren Durham decided to do. So the recently viral video shows Durham in a sixth grader, and they try to say that this sixth grader was 12 years old, but come to find out the child is really 11 years old. So why would the media play games and say it's 12 years old? I guess to make the 12 look better than the 11, but the child is 11 years old. Now, I don't know if it's a female or male, because one story says a male, one story says a female. So if anybody in Henderson, North Carolina know the sex of this child, please say so in the comment section. It's not really important, the sex, but, so we can get more of what we call clarification of the story, if you will. Now, upon seeing this video, you can see the school resource officer. Now, I don't know why he was a school resource officer, but he shouldn't have even been a damn officer. And shame on you all, the police department of Henderson, North Carolina, for allowing this bully to be on you all force, and then have a nerve to put him around children where he had a history before this incident, and I'm about to say it also, where he had a history of putting a pause on these children. Now, this story took place a couple days ago. Now, as you can see, his big ass walking down the hall with a student. All of a sudden, the student must have said something very smart, because it triggered school resource officer Warren Durham, 52 years old, looking every bit of 74. So all of a sudden, he reached way back, like he was reaching all the way to the panhandle in Florida, Mississippi, and came up with like a yoke slam. I haven't seen nobody slam nobody like that since The Undertaker with WWE or Brock Lesnar. Slammed the shit out this child. So I thought it was done. And I'm like, the people off of the movie Braveheart with Mel Gibson, I said, mercy, just like how they was. But Warren Durham did not show no mercy. He picks the child up again and slammed him again. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, now, a couple of days before that, around December the 12th, because we do our research over here, we just don't see a title and just speak on it. No, we have to go dig a little deep, because we do not want to slander nobody. We want to speak number what? Yes, for facts. That's all we do. But anyway, now, around December the 12th, Mr. Durham decided to grab a little 12-year-old girl and politely shove her against the locker, dislocating her shoulder, and even though I blurred her face out because she's a minor, but you can see, that the child was hurt, put a knot over this child's head and everything. And guess what? He did not get charged, and it kind of swept up under the rug, because the school people and also police office, the sheriff's office there, said they did not have enough adequate evidence to convict him. So a couple days later, he decided to put it on tape so you all can't deny this right here. So what's the excuse now? So evidently this child was not lying, and you could tell that Officer Durham is a bully. And then, you know, at these schools, they had this new policy called this bullying program, which they didn't have it back then, because if you didn't stand up for yourself or nobody didn't stand up for you, and thank God I was never bullied. You just got your ass whooped. That's just how it was back then. There wasn't no programs for that, but it should have been, because I've seen a lot of people get bullied. But I hate bullies. You know what I'm saying? I don't really hate nobody, but I can't stand a bully, because hate is such a strong word. But anyway, now, they had nerves to put Officer Warren Durham, 52, but look every bit of 74, over a program at the school for anti-bullying. And come to find out, he the biggest bully on the block. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the biggest boss thus far. He's the biggest bully thus far. So how is he going to be over the anti-bullying program at the school if he's walking around beating the shit out of kids? I'm going to read a snippet from this story. And I'm not going to tear it too long, because I got a lot to do today. Because it's Friday. Some of you ain't got no job, but I got a lot of ish to do. And I'm going to read a snippet from this story. And I'm going to give my opinion. All of it. Surely as we go. Vance County Assistant Principal suspended while students' assault claim investigated. Now, from what I heard, some stories said Officer Durham was put on administrative leave. Some other story says that Officer Durham was fired. You all let me know in Henderson, North Carolina, because we got to get to the bottom of this. We must protect this house and these children. Yes, some of them bad, but those are babies. You feel what I'm saying? How would you feel if somebody pick you up to the tip tops of heaven and come back and slam you down like that Incredible Hulk? How would you feel? You wouldn't feel too good. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, now the Vance County School District is suspended. Yes, they suspended an assistant principal Thursday while officials investigate a student's claim that he assaulted her, according to a news release. This was the story with the 12-year-old girl that was slammed and pushed into the locker. Not slammed, I mean pushed into the locker where her shoulder was dislocated. And she said that it was assistant principal and Officer Durham that did this. So I guess they must have found some kind of probable cause, since they didn't at first, to come back and put him on leave. But at the same time, why didn't they have done this before? Why let it escalate to this? And this is the good thing about social media, that you can make changes with this. Because if it wasn't for this video, another child probably would have got their ass whooped too. Anyway, the school system said Assistant Principal Kevin Ross, yes, no kin to Rick Ross, an administrator at Vance County Middle School, was suspended right during the holidays. I wonder, was it with pay? After reviewing video footage of the alleged incident, the news release said, but they already reviewed this incident before. They didn't find out. So I guess after this happened, because guess what? Now you have a motive. Now you see his character, since they tried to deny it the first time. So they let him off the hook the first time, yes. The sheriff department, but they do most calls when they mess up, depends on what it is, and even if it's serious. But most times they mess up and it ain't just that serious. Ain't no cameras involved really, where it's leaking out and going viral. They'll sweep it up under the rug. But due to the fact that this joker hit viral and everybody was talking about it, they had everybody in Japan, Nagasaki, Australia, everybody even talk about it. Now, Rosalind Wynn told officials that her 12-year-old daughter was injured December the 12th by a sheriff's deputy, Warren Durham, after he pushed her into the locker. And you can imagine that's a big husky, what they said back in the day, a brawly guy right there. Yes, a brawly guy. He probably pushed me into a locker and make me shit on myself and break my damn clavicle or dislocate my shoulder. So I know what he would do to a child. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with taking a L. But at the same time, you have to push somebody real hard to dislocate their damn shoulder. But hell, look how hard he slammed this young child, 11 years old. And the media talking about 12 years old. Either it's 11 or 12. You feel what I'm saying? I don't understand why they do that. But anyway, so you can pretty much tell that Warren Durham ain't playing no games. But anyway, but earlier Thursday, the Vance County Sheriff's Office said that the alleged allegations against Durham have no merit. This was due to the fact of the girl incident. But guess what? It's just like if somebody goes steal something, they don't get caught. Guess what they end up doing? Going steal again. So Durham was fired earlier this week. Why was he fired earlier this week and not when he pushed the 12-year-old girl to the locker, dislocating her shoulder? Oh, because that viral video. Earlier this week, after a separate incident, now this is another incident, when he was caught on video slamming the shit out of a male student to the ground and then dragging him along the floor, slammed the boy twice like he was a dirty pile of laundry or something, and then just dragged the man like he was a sack of potatoes. I'm like, oh my God, if that was my child, That was my child right there. Look, I have to swallow all my pride, and I believe in the respect and authority. But you got to respect human beings' right. You know what I'm saying? People have what they call civil rights. You don't have no rights just because you wear a little fucking badge to sit up here and beat on these children. I mean, you can't make no excuse for that, officer or no officer. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't gonna play that shit. And I ain't telling nobody to do a damn thing. I'm damn sure I ain't telling you on YouTube. But what I'm saying is this right here. Lucky, one of those parents didn't meet you when you woke up that morning. But anyway, he was charged with 3 misdemeanors. Huh? Them should be all felonies. You go to attack a child and see what happened to your ass. These police officers, some of them get good breaks and some of them don't get no damn breaks. But when you have somebody on camera doing this to a child, it's not like it's an adult. I mean, abusing somebody is wrong, period. Keep your hands to yourself. But anytime it's a child involved, the charges should be what? Escalated. Now, Wynn told the news station in a Facebook message that her daughter initially said both the assistant principal and the deputy attacked her. Now, who you going to believe? Now, but when she saw surveillance video, it showed only the assistant principal, even the assistant principal got in there and got him some, was assaulting her while the officer stood nearby. She said, ain't that sad? Now, if you're a school resource officer and your job is to uphold the law and to protect and serve, even though they don't have protect and serve on their cars no more, how could you sit there and you took a sworn oath to protect the community and watch somebody grown assault another child? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, let's be for real. But anyway, they said she was thrown to the locker. Wynn said in a message, the impact was so strong she thought both of them had did it. Damn, that's messed up right there. Like that movie with Rush Hour with Chris Tucker when he got kicked. He said, which one of y'all kicked me? I mean, shit happened so fast you don't know who did it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you got to be careful. They also said that Wynn told the other news station that her daughter had been suspended from the school for talking back to school staff. But the person who slammed her and the assistant principal ain't shit happened to them because the sheriff's office said they find no merit to support this evidence. Now, Vance County District Attorney told the news station that surveillance video shows some contact. Now, either you're beating the hell out of somebody, you're pushing them, or you're not. What you mean by some contact? Why is a grown man putting his hands on a 12-year-old girl? Because he wasn't putting his hand on her in a sexual way. He put his hands on her in a violent way. But no matter what, it's still wrong. Keep your hands to yourself. Now, they said they seen some contact between the student and Ross, the assistant principal. So now you come back later on after this other incident and you call yourself cleaning house because you're facing lawsuits. Then you suspend the you suspend the assistant principal, and then you all of a sudden you hurry up and fire the violent school resource officer. They says this right here. We want to give assurance to everyone in our community. This is what they call damage control, if you will. We want to give insurance to everyone in our community that we are following all local and state policies and reviewing procedures and processes. Vance County Schools said in a statement. Why didn't y'all say this at first before the story hit viral? But see, it's like this. A lot of people ain't going to do shit till they have to, which means is this, it's kind of like that frog sitting in the pot. You turn that stove on, the heat get hotter and hotter, but the frog just moving a little bit, getting a little uncomfortable. But it don't really realize that it's getting boiled alive, and then by then it try to jump out, it's already dead. So a lot of people don't do things till they're forced to do it, just like that frog and just like this school system. Because if it wasn't for this other video, guess what? Warren Durham would still be employed at Vance Middle School, and also assistant principal Kevin Ross. Let's go and finish up. Now, the safety and welfare of our students is always our top priority. Well, it wasn't those days in Vance County schools. Now, Ross has been assistant principal at the school since January 2018, close to 2 years, and he couldn't even make it to the 2-year mark on his anniversary, which was next month. Now, this was according to the news release. His annual salary, I don't know why they put that in there, is $71,400. That's probably why he was mad right there. He like, shit, you got certain people who just don't hardly do nothing making more than me, but I feel your pain, but yet it's still, it's a decent pay. But if you mad at whatever, if you mad at your wife, that thing ain't hitting right no more, or if you're mad at your sons now for acting bad or whatever, or your daughter got pregnant by some local hood or drug dealer, don't go to the school and take it out on the children. You see what I'm saying? Take it to Jesus in prayer. Anyway, now the Wynn told the news station, the News Observer media partner, that her daughter had a dislocated shoulder. Messed little mama up. Now the Vance County Sheriff's Office told the news station, because they got to speak now, because people looking at them like, you ain't got shit to say? You got something to say for yourself? They responded to the allegations against Durham. This is what they had to say. We have reviewed video for the time before, during and after the time period alleged. Based upon our review of this video, we can find no merit to allegations as provided to us. And further, we can find no interaction with rises to levels alleged. Now that was the first time. That was with the little girl getting pushed into the locker and everything, which she said the officer did, which I really believe that he did it, because this child don't have no reason to lie on a school resource officer. And it's quite suspect that cameras be everywhere, because that's what they do now. Cameras be everywhere in these schools, but it shows the assistant principal, Kevin Ross, attacking a child, but then it don't show, supposedly, school resource officer Warren Durham, old face ass, attacking a child. Now, which one is it? Now, let's go and finish. Now, they say also that the video with Durham and the male student went viral, and Durham was charged Tuesday. And that's the only reason why he was charged Tuesday and not charged before, when the alleged incident took place with Miss Wynn's daughter getting her shoulder dislocated. It's because the video went viral. That's the power of social media, I'm trying to tell you all. But anyway, now he was charged Tuesday with 3 sorry-ass misdemeanors. Not a felony, but 3 misdemeanors for slamming this child, which really is clearly a case of assault. That is assault. Like, I mean, if it ain't assault, it got to be battery or something. I mean, unless I'm blind or you blind. Tell me. But anyway, now he was charged with assault on a child under 12 years old. Thought you all said the child was 12. No, the child was 11 years old, but they put in the title 12. Now, child abuse and failure to discharge duties. If convicted, Durham faces up to 90 days in jail for assaulting the boy. The district attorney's office charged Durham with misdemeanors because he has no prior convictions. If you ask what to charge him with dislocating Miss Wynn's daughter shoulder, he would have had a prior conviction. But due to the fact, they look out for each other. And the boy did not suffer serious injuries, so they say. But you can't believe the shit the police say about this, because the boy is suffering from serious injuries, as his mom them stated. And I will leave the link below so you go check that out. But let me know what you all think about this story right here, because it's sad that you have grown folks taking up for other grown folks. We're supposed to uphold and protect the community in the school. But then they sit up here and say, after we see a boy getting slammed down to a hard-ass concrete floor, that could be me and you. We'll have some kind of injury. We'll be hurt some kind of way. But the fact that they would tell us and have us to believe that this child is not suffering, just like Miss Wynn's daughter with the dislocated shoulder and everything, that they're not in pain. You let somebody slam you, or you dislocate your shoulder and watch one you be in pain. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this. And to my people in North Carolina, let's end the year out on a good note, can we please? North Carolina, you've been acting bad all year long. Just like the next story I got to do. But anyway, if you like this video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share this video with your family and friends. And also talk to your children. Let them know if anybody touch one single hair on your body, on your head, you let me know. You got to protect your children. But at the same time, teach your kids respect. It don't matter what that child said to Officer Warren Durham, because a lot of people going to come in the comment section and say, well, the child probably was being this and that. Okay, but does that give a grown man a right to slam 11-year-old boy? Think about that. What if you was 11-year-old? What if that was your 11-year-old? Then come in. Let me know what you think. Anyway, till then, you all stay blessed. I'm out.